we had a college coach coming in to look at someone, and he's in the locker room, okay, sitting there with me after a ball game, and he started to giggle. I said, what's up? He goes, look at that. The kid they were there to recruit is in there with a mop, cleaning things. He goes, you got to be kidding me. This kid can play ball. He's probably going to be at a Division I level, and he's got a broom in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's telling the younger kids, hey, you got to pick that up. So they all want to be a part of that if you can find success along the way to back it up, okay? But, I mean, don't you want to be a part of something that's done the right way in those little things that sound foolish? You know, you go into our equipment room and everything is done. Everything matters, because when you start to let go of anything, kids see that and all of a sudden it's not as important.
Yeah, let's have some fun. I'm going to ask you a question I don't know that I've ever asked you.
Oh boy.
What inspired the manner in which during the season the football players placed their helmets on top of their locker, and they placed it there in a certain way?
Yeah.
That's something I've never heard of. What gave you that idea? And which way did the helmets face?
Yeah, the helmets had to face. So we're done with this game, right? The helmets have to face the direction of the next team we're playing. And it's just a little symbol, I guess. This one's over. Now we're going to focus, and all week long it better be tilted that way. But what I love to watch is when the young kids, the sophomores, would forget to turn it, and a varsity ball player would go, come here. This is the way we do it. And it was important to them. But it's got to have meaning, and then it has to be consistent. You can't have them face the helmet. We're going to face our helmets a certain way. It doesn't work that way. It has to be consistent. And
then by the sixth game of the season, they stop doing it, and
it's not going to work if you do that.
Right.
And I don't know. The other thing is, and this is crazy, you know, we had custodians that would come in and clean, you know, every morning during summer practice or during the regular practice, and they would clean. Well, we're going to clean. Now, we thought, you know, a bunch of guys, we think we're cleaning as well. But so they would come in and clean, but we're all taking responsibility. You know, 6 or 7 guys every week, you have cleanup duty. Tell mom and dad if you have to be picked up, you're going to be there at least a half an hour longer. And then there's ownership in that. Then all of a sudden, you know, this ball player saying, hey, pick that up, man. I got cleanup tonight.
Right. And
they take some pride in that. And then you bring into the fold the custodians that are thinking, this is pretty cool. And in fact, I had more than one custodian say to me, your room and Don Wood's room are the cleanest rooms in the building. Now, I don't know if that's a deep, dark, you know, what's behind it all, but maybe. You know what I mean? I'm sure, I haven't been at his practices. I have cut through, and it's all business, trust me. But just everything matters, or it starts to fall apart.